Hey everyone, Clarky here. Before this video starts with Zombies Replay, I just want to let you know that I am really sorry that I fucked up the previous episode on Zombies Replay that I did with Caleb Ross on Ascension. As you know, the first 6 minutes of the video was just absolute Ascension loud music. Originally I put music down to 5%, in this case I accidentally left it at 100. So you never heard what Caleb's first personal experience with Ascension was, or his dislikes. In this case, Caleb was thankfully able to come on again and just answer those two questions for the start of this episode, so you guys know, just to make up for it. So again, thank you Caleb for this. And Caleb, what was your first personal experience with Ascension?
Well, thank you for having me back on, Clarky. I know you messed up the audio, but it's all good, bro. It happens to the best of us. So, my first personal experience for Ascension was actually back in when the map first released. I knew what Zombies was mentally. I just never really played it a ton because I wasn't really allowed to play those type of games. I do remember playing a lot of Kino with some of my buddies, and I remember seeing my brother. It was actually right in the front area, right before you go into the power room. I do remember that area so specifically because I remember my brother jumping out the window there and him being like, dude, look at this new Zombies map that just came out. I don't know why I remember that experience so vividly, but I do. So that's my first ever actual first experience with the map. But I guess my first actual experience that I can actually remember with the map was when there was a glitch back in the day where you can buy Juggernog and you can go on the side of the lunar lander and jump off onto different buildings, and basically it's like a pilot glitch. I remember we would always do that glitch whenever we played Ascension because we always thought it was fun to glitch for some reason. And we always thought that was fun, so we always did that. And then one day we were playing, it was me, my brother, and my brother's friend Tyler. And it's funny because when me and my brother play, I was terrible. I died every other minute. And I died out, and it was just my brother and his friend. And they were in the spot, right? My brother eventually ran out of ammo, and he went to go and pick up ammo. And my brother's friend, he had to go to soccer practice. And he's like, well, I'll just stay in the pilot spot in case anything happens. I'll never die there. So just stay in that spot, come back, and the game should still be on. So that's what he did. He went to go to soccer practice, and my brother went to go get ammo, and my brother downed and ended up dying out. So we had to wait for about an hour and a half to 2 hours for my brother's friend to finally come back from practice, just for him to go out and need ammo and then die himself. So we basically waited so long just for him to die out like that. And it's just I don't know why I remember that so vividly, but that's one of my best memories in the game. But and then the other question was what do I hate about Ascension? So the things I don't really like about Ascension very much is, obviously people don't like the monkeys. The monkeys are very annoying. I can agree with everyone with that. The monkeys do cause trouble, and they are very annoying to get all your perks back. And honestly, I think that's really the only thing wrong with Ascension. There's really not anything you really pinpoint down in Ascension that you don't like, other than the Easter egg may be boring, because compared to all the other new maps we have, the Easter egg is very boring. And other than that, really, and the Easter egg needing 4 players. That's really the only 2-3 things I can see that's really bad with the map that I can see people not liking about Ascension.
Okay. Thank you, Caleb, for hopping on. Again, guys, just to let you know, that was to make up for the mistake that I did on the Zombies Replay episode. If you guys do want to watch that, go check it out in the description below, and do subscribe to Caleb Ross. Thank you for hopping on again, Caleb. And yeah, let's hop into the episode of Zombies Replay for Call of the Dead. Hey everyone, Clarky here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm back, and today we are doing Zombies Replay episode 9 with Yuija. Would you like to introduce yourself, Yuija?
Hello people, my name is Yuija, and I post zombies content just like Clarky. So I'm happy to be here.
So as you see, boys, normally on the series I normally bring people on to play with me on the specific map, but because my dumbass got rid of gold, well, never got rid of it, just expired out of gold and I'm poor as shit, Yuija won't be able to play with me, but he will be able to answer the questions. So yes, I thank you, Yuija, for that. But
No problem, man.
We'll be going on for 30 minutes. I will ask you questions, Yuija. You can go on for as long as you like. And yeah, so let's get right into this. Okay, so the first question I have for you, Yuija, about Call of the Dead is, what was your first personal experience when playing the map? How did you feel playing Call of the Dead for the first time?
Well, I didn't own a 360 or a PS3. My cousin did, and so my cousin would come over through the summer, and that's where I got to play the maps. So it was the experience was that my cousin didn't like the map. I did, and every time I wanted to play it, I'd be like, hey, come on, I did. But the first time playing it, it was the vibe was so different. No other map, like that was the first time we ever had a celebrity cast, and it was completely different because I was used to the whole, Dempsey, the Ultimus crew. So it was a very weird experience, but I love that what the map had to offer just from first glance. Though it looked like the graphics looked a little meh, but hey, man, at its time it looked amazing. So
okay, very interesting. First personal experience with Call of Duty was really interesting. I always played on Xbox because like DLCs would come out first back then and stuff. Call of Duty to me, it wasn't scary. I had like a really like cool ass vibe from it due to like the intro cutscene and such. But it was kind of scary when as soon as like you load on the map, you have fucking George spawning in on you immediately. It wasn't scary. It was just out of the nowhere.
Very overwhelming.
Yeah, and honestly, don't get me wrong, I find it really cool. I just found it fucking terrifying at first. I knew like the Ultimus crew wasn't involved. It was the first introduction to the Ultimus crew. No, not the Ultimus crew. Celebrity cast, which was really cool. The map itself was just definitely really cool. It was the first ever map to introduce a solo Easter egg, which made me love it twice as more. Even though I don't mind 4-player Easter eggs, I am just mainly that solo person. And I don't know, just something about the map playing it for the first time was just so cool. I liked the snow vibe of it, where it was set placed, the celebrity cast, just everything was just so cool about the map. And yeah, again, like I can literally shit myself on this map due to fucking George sometimes, like I said originally. But yeah, honestly, Call of the Dead, I really did have like a fun first personal experience with it. Died a lot because I was shit, still am. But either way, it was definitely really, really cool as a first experience. So the next question I have for you, Yuija, is the things that you don't necessarily like about the map.
Oh, that's not a hard question. It's just like there's just something. I mean, everyone can deal with these things, but first off, for high round people, everyone's I always hear that there's no traps in the map, so it makes it very hard to go up rounds. I'm assuming I don't really know what the world record is because I don't remember it, but I know that it wasn't like probably it's kind of hard to hit 100, or maybe it's not possible. I don't know. The second wonder weapon, well, the first one with the scavenger was perfect. I love the noise, the aesthetic. Though if it had like a little more color to it, it would look much cooler. But I'm perfectly fine for what it was. But the VR11 is not good. It was cool. It was a cool idea that you turn zombies into humans, and but I wasn't really a big fan of it. Also, I know that the map was George is like the main, like, oh look, it's George. Like I wasn't a fan of George. Though the thing is, it kept me on my feet because I know that if I turn the corner and I stood in the same position, and I just turn the corner, he's just going to be standing right there looking for me, which, is a good thing, but also a bad thing, because if you're trapped in a corner, it's over. The ice is annoying, but I get, as a part of the map, I'm assuming this was the first map to really have, like, that environmental, like, damage, where if you stay in the ice, you get frozen, and then you get stuck. Or I think you die, from what I think of it, I think. But, things can kill you in this map, and I like that. It's annoying at first, but if you know what you're doing, it's a good experience. It's one of the things this is things I kind of just didn't really have much fun with, but it's definitely doable if you know what you're doing.
Damn, that's probably one of the most like interesting dislike comments about a map I've heard for this series so far. If anything, like. I am like a massive Call of the Dead fanboy. I love Call of the Dead to fuck. I can't understand like George. Like George is cool. I think anyone who does find George annoying.
Yeah, very cool character.
It's very, very cool within zombies and such.
You can't really camp in that map.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't camp. That's why
that map is like it's pretty good for training actually. Like I'd say Kino's good for training, but if you really want that hardcore like. Like if you make one step, let's say you're either gonna get hit by the zombies or George's gonna be mad at you and you have to run to the water. So honestly, that's probably the best map for training, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you look on the screen, everyone right here, this is where you train down here. This is where most people train. And honestly, this is like one of the maps that like that keeps you on your toes. Like normally, like most maps,
Yep.
like Black Ops 4 stuff, you've got like glitches with electric chair or some shit with the ballistic knife and you camp in the corner. None of that shit's in Call of the Dead. You're literally on your toes 24/7. That's what I like about Call of the Dead. But this is a dislike question. George,
I think you can't fall asleep in that map.
Yeah,
you cannot fall asleep.
You physically can't.
The graphics, yeah, they look bland, but I'd say you can't fall asleep on that map. You have to be awake to play this map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but George can be annoying. I can get why everyone says that. But personally, I'm going to also say, and this is like a very common one that I don't hear as much anymore, but originally I heard it a lot. The fog, like the fog isn't as bad as the fog isn't as bad as transit. The fog isn't bad as transit. The fog is like I see people complain about the fog a lot on this map, but for one, you gotta realize it's a setting in a snow map. Like you're expecting a lot of fog to come in, loads of ice and shit. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know.
I mean, they also needed that to handle the map because I'm pretty sure that map was really hard to run without the fog.
Yeah,
that's why the fog is always prevalent in zombies, just because of that reason. They can't really run the map without a fog.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like the fog comes in and then it's sometimes clear, like it is for me right now. It is a bit clear for me, but then it's like super foggy later on. But I don't know. I don't mind it personally, but it can be a problem sometimes. Because you don't know where George could be and then you accidentally end up where he is and stuff. Just stuff like that. But honestly, apart from that, there's really no problems I have with Call of the Dead, to be honest. The next question I have for you, Yuija, is the thing, if you could add or change something to the map, would you? And if you did want to, what would it be?
First things first, I'll say again, traps. This map would have been 10 times better if it had traps. Also, I don't know if people ever bring this up, but I feel like the map can be a little linear. I know zombie maps are always linear. You go through one path, and in this map you have multiple paths. But I honestly feel like there's not enough, ways to go. In Tag, they fixed that by adding adding more zip lines and adding areas where you can go under and on top, and it felt more traversal. This one feels more like a this part of the part of the boat breaks off. You have a little tunnel you can go through and go back to spawn. That was cool, but I honestly feel like they should add more paths in order to make it so it's not like I have more ways to go through this way. If I go through this way, I go through that way, end up here, but honestly, there's nothing much to it. Also, it's just like more of adding. I guess it's more just fixing the VR11 and making it a pretty good wonder weapon. Because honestly, I feel like that gun would have had potential. Like, what if instead of like the scavenger having the monkey bomb effect, they gave it to the VR11, but really strong or something like that. But yeah, but everything else was fine with the map. A little color, I wouldn't mind a little color, because at least Tag made it beautiful. I love Tag's like skybox and stuff like that. This one is just pure gray, and that's kind of boring. It's but it is icy and snowy over there in Siberia in that map, so I could see that. But yeah, those are the things I would want them to add. There's really not much else to it. There's nothing else to add. That would probably make the Call of the Dead would probably rise more in my tier list if they were to add more paths, more traps, and then fix up the VR11 so it can it can be a contender for the scavenger, and you don't get pissed off if you get the VR11. That's what that's what I feel.
Okay, really interesting. So, what you said about the VR11, I can definitely understand that. I'm going to take that point from you there. I definitely do agree with that. And people are probably going to be thinking, why the hell didn't we say about dislikes about the VR11? The thing is, though, with the VR11, it's like, I think everyone knows it's bad, but it's like, people say, like,
potential.
Yeah, it has
potential to be good.
Like, people can talk shit about Black Ops 4, for instance, right, and say it had a lot of potential, like Voyage or something like that. But this is a wonder weapon we're talking about, not a whole entire game. This wonder weapon was something else, and that's why I liked how none of us brought up the dislikes about Call of the Dead, because I felt like it just suited the add-in and the change. So I'm glad you pointed that in, Yuija. I definitely changed the way the VR11 was to me made better. Like, take the Winter Cell for example in Black Ops 1. Wasn't the best. They did it better in Black Ops 4 with, say, the ammo with Bandolier Bandit, Pack Punch and such. Yep. It was definitely really, really better in Black Ops 4. They gave it a big upgrade, and honestly, as soon as I heard Call of the Dead was getting a remake in Black Ops 4, I was expecting like the VR11 to return. Obviously that wasn't the case, I didn't mind, but it just would have been cool to see the VR11 back and see how much it would have improved. So, yeah, honestly, I'm going to agree with Yuija on that, lads. What I'd change to the map is, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's really nothing changed to the map, and, like, throughout this series so far, like, from World at War to where we are right now, when we asked this question, there's really nothing to change, because it's, like, one, you gotta give it the benefit of the doubt that, like, this wasn't, like, the prime graphics like we have right now in Black Ops 3, BO4, whatever. But, like, the fog, for example, like you just said earlier, like, fog is secretly going to be in the maps that we have right now. But BO1 and BO2 wise, they're only there due to the fact that, like, it couldn't properly run. And, like, if we had no fog, you'd see fucking texture glitches everywhere. So, that's another thing. But the fog in Call of the Dead, to me, personally, it works. It's not as bad. Like, look at this, boys. It's literally all clear as of right now. And I know Yuija can't fucking see this right now. He's probably pissed. But
I remember how the fog would look. It's annoying. It's really annoying.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. It's something that, like, I hear people complain about it, yeah, but it's, like, not something to complain about, like, BO4 complaints. We'll say that. And just, honestly, in general, I just don't think the fog is that bad. I personally don't think it needs changing, just due to the fact that Tag the Tone's now happened. It was a remake, and there's literally no fog in it. And like you said earlier, like, they made Tag, well, aka Call the Dead, more beautiful. So I definitely do agree with your points, Yuija. You're fucking coming up with great points. Just giving you a heads up there. You're coming up with fucking great points.
Thank you.
The next point I have is, what do you like about the map, Yuija?
Oh, what I like about that map? Obviously, the Easter egg. I love that we don't play as the crew. Instead, we help the crew move on to the next map.
And though it's like a fetching quest, like, oh, you gotta do this, but honestly, for this scenario, it's fine. Plus, it's the first time ever that we ever have a celebrity cast, and to help out the original crew that you've been playing, that you played in Kino and Ascension, and you know, back from all the way from Shinonuma. So it was a cool experience at first. The wonder weapons, you know, besides the VR11, which if they ever were, if somehow it comes back, hopefully they make it better in some way. The scavenger, oh my god, I love the scavenger. Though the gun doesn't look appealing, like it looks very weird, it just looks like a traditional sniper. Oh my god, the noise, just the sound, you feel the vibrations from when you blow up all the zombies, amazing. And then having a director chase you around with the how do I say, it's like a studio light, like electrified studio light, you know, and just fighting George, you know. And the cutscene was amazing too. It is a good map, though there are some things that kind of draw it back from other maps, which I can completely understand. But I enjoyed the fact that we had George Romero chasing us, though I kind of hated him a little because of that. The scavenger, the Easter egg, and we had Deadshot Daiquiri. Honestly, this is gonna be weird, but I like Deadshot Daiquiri. All right, it's a memeable perk, but honestly, if just because it's Call of Dead and it's the first time we ever got Deadshot Daiquiri, you know, it holds a place in my heart. So the things I like about Call of the Dead. Oh wait, I forgot the snow. I'm a snow person. I love snow. I live, I live in a hot area. I never have snow. I would love to be. Snow is just. If you put snow in the game, I'm going to give you like 2 stars, like 5 stars automatically. But yeah, the snow, that's definitely a major thing, because I love snow. It's such a cool thing to add in the game.
Okay, very interesting. The loads of points, again. I personally love the Easter egg too. Just, again, like I said at the start, like, it was the first ever map to bring in a solo Easter egg. And, like, if you don't have 4 players, then you can do it solo. Like, it's different versions, I'm pretty sure, if you do it solo and co-op, I'm pretty sure.
There's some things that are taken out from the Easter egg when you do it solo, then you do co-op. I think the vodka bottle, I think.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
You
can't do that solo.
Yeah, I don't remember that being solo, because I remember seeing Chris's video, they were doing the Easter egg, and I don't remember the vodka bottle, but honestly though, it was definitely really, really cool how they added it soloable. But then, I personally thought they were going to do that for all maps. Obviously, that wasn't the case for Shangri-La and such. But it was whatever at the end of the day. In the scavenger, Holy motherfucking shit! The scavenger is fucking amazing. Like, I get the explosive damage, yeah, but PhD's on the map. That's all you fucking need.
That's true. Oh my god, I forgot. Yes. PhD is
flopper,
a must on this map.
PhD flopper, slider, I do not care. It's what you need for the scavenger to be perfect. That's all you need. Like, the scavenger,
yes.
Holy shit. It's a sniper wonder weapon that shoots out torpedo bullets, which is explosives. And just in general, it's fucking cool. I love the sound when you shoot and stuff. And like, the VR11, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Because again, it has a lot of potential. And I do want the VR11 to come back. But at the end of the day, it's fucking whatever, boys. It's fucking whatever. The setting of the map as a whole is definitely really cool. And like, a movie director chasing you as well is definitely really, really cool too. And honestly, just this fucking map, I can't. It's just really, really cool, and like helping the characters, like you said, Yuija, is definitely really, really cool to do. Like, we're a celebrity, we're a celebrity cast helping a video game characters fucking like go to a different map, which I definitely find really, really cool. So, boys, honestly, Yuija's literally taking the words out of my mouth here. He's literally pointed out all the points I was originally going to say. Just Call of the Dead as a whole, I can see why people can hate and say, oh, but it's such a fucking pain in the ass. True. But, like, you gotta understand, like, again, this is BO1, it's got its 2-hit system and such, you gotta give it the benefit of the doubt that it's not BO3 Prime or shit. It's just, it's whatever at the end of the day. And, like, I can see why people like Lex or Tim really, really like Call of the Dead for what it is. I personally don't mind it. But again, man, just Call of the Dead.
In my opinion, honestly, if you were to remove BO2 and BO3 and BO4 out of existence, like if this was just like 2011 or 2010 or whatever, if this was those times, it would definitely be like my top 3 map automatically. Because my boy Verrucht will always be my number 1. I don't care how much shit that map gets. That is my favorite map. But Call of the Dead would definitely be a top 3 if BO2 and BO3 and all those other games, other than zombie things, didn't exist. It was just at that time at BO1. It sucks that Tag kind of like, it was. I say Tag is a different map. It's the same map, but it's just a way. It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
But for sure, Call of the Dead would be my top 3. It's probably like my top 10, maybe top 12. Because we have other good maps around us, but if those games didn't exist, and if we were back in that time period of BO1, definitely top 3 automatically. Like no sweat.
Okay, really interesting. Honestly, like I don't know, man. Just something about Call of the Dead is really, really special. And go into your point of Verrucht quickly. I don't know if this is just me, but I am seeing a lot of people like Verrucht recently. I don't know if that's just me.
It is. But it has to be the version that is hard, and that's the War That War. Like I said, I'll say this: I've been playing zombies since War That War. I didn't really give it much thought until I didn't give it that much attention until I played Black Ops 1. That's where my addiction started for zombies. But I did play in the beginning for War That War. So the map is scary as hell. And second, I love how fast the zombies are. I love the difficulty for that map. Oh my god, that's why I put Verrucht so high over every map. Because, I'm say, the Easter eggs and nothing is so bare bones. You know why it's not bare bones to me? Because of the fast-paced action. It never stops. Once that zombie comes through that window, they just start fucking running at you, and then you just you start freaking out because you don't expect the zombies to go that fast. That's why I have it so high.
Dude, I should have gone fucking Yuija on the Verrucht episode.
Yeah, I know. It sucks, man. But hey, I mean, Call of the Dead is it's one of my favorite maps too. I won't let that map down ever. Like I said, if BO2 and BO3 and those future titles didn't exist, for sure, for 100% for sure, Call of the Dead would be probably 2 or 3.
Damn.
100%.
Fucking 100%. Hell. Really interesting. Damn. Yeah. Okay. So, the next question I have, Yuija, right? And again, this is optional. I did say this before the call. Right. Storyline, if you know any storyline about the map at all, how do you feel about the storyline personally?
Oh man, at this point my brain is just so messed up because when Jason took over, I kind of understand I knew what was happening, and then the tables just turned. The Chronolium was a thing, yada yada yada. The storyline, if I were to go back in time, or if I were just to play Call of the Dead and start from there, all I know is that we're helping our crew out. We're in a German facility. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, because it's more like bits and bobs, like memories of what I had from at that time when the storyline was like fresh and stuff. Isn't like Pablo Marinus or something like that. Not Tag, but whatever. Not that. Yeah, I mean, I don't. All I know is like that whole like generic like, oh, this is a facility that got overrun by zombies. Richtofen used to go here and do this and that. Maybe mess with the 115 on the Ultimates, the characters. That's all I would really know about the storyline. But if I were to definitely put because I'm not really in tune with the storyline anymore. Frankly, after Tag, I just it started to fade away slowly. Yeah, no. If I were to put my head, I love the story for Call of the Dead. You're a celebrity cast crew. You're just recording an ordinary movie at its facility. I didn't even know that was abandoned, and then zombies start attacking, and it's like, oh shit, all hell breaks loose, and there you are. That's really all I would know. So yeah, again,
like, boys, most of the people I have on here, apart from like newbie or expert, really don't know much about the storyline. But the storyline on this map, like you just said, it was really cool with the celebrity cast. We know how our Ultimates crew got here from what's it called, Ascension and stuff. Or possibly Leviathan.
Yeah. That's right, I forgot about that, yeah.
But definitely was really, really cool. Again, just a celebrity cast helping out the main crew. Getting the golden rod and shit. And going back to the Pablo Marinus thing that you said earlier. I think he was only interested in Tag. I think there was a bit in Call of the Dead, the original, about him. But I don't think physically and stuff we weren't seeing him as much just compared to Tag.
I don't know, because like there's radios and and back then YouTubers would just like hear the radios and just write a timeline on what's going on. And I heard something about Pablo Marinus, or it's not even Pablo Marinus' name didn't really exist back then, right? It was more like the Mexican test subject. That's all you would get from it. I think. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. You in the comments, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I remember hearing about the Mexican test subject that I think he died in Call of the Dead, but then the Horizon Drags, like, remember, those like two different things when Jason took over and decided to just retcon a bunch of stuff. But yeah, no, that's where I got the idea of like, oh, Pablo Marinus, like not Tag, but I know something was definitely had to do with Pablo Marinus in the Call of the Dead. In the facility.
Yeah, again, boys, we don't know much about storyline, but if there is anything we know, and that's why, again, for just future reference, if anyone ever says, oh, why do you say optional, it's just due to the fact that, like, most people in zombies now really do focus on gameplay due to BO3 and stuff, or with, like, BO4's, like, happening, like, BO4 did mainly focus on storyline over gameplay. So, yeah, that's why I still ask it, because, like, the storyline within the map is definitely important, because like we know why we're here, the Easter egg and such. The Easter egg's got to do with storyline, and if you're an Easter egg guy, Easter egg is important, so you got to keep that in mind, and that's why I ask it. So just for future reference, that's why I ask people if they know the storyline, and the reason why I say optional is because just some people might not know the storyline fully though, so just for future reference there. So the next question, and this is the second last question, the next question I have, Yuija, is, would you be okay, and I know this has already happened, but you never know, would you be okay if this map came as a remaster, where it'd be the same cast and everything, but completely new different graphics, or a remake where we would get high definition graphics and stuff, but everything would change again?
Okay, since, and this is, we're talking Cold War hasn't released yet, we still got a couple months to go.
Yep.
I would love, I don't even care if people say, oh, another remaster, oh my god, I don't care, frankly, because I loved how, it was in Black Ops, you know what I mean? Like, when you look at Call of the Dead, it is a Black Ops map, not a Black Ops 2 map, not a Black Ops 3 map, or not a Black Ops 4 map. This was the one map that you would look at and you'd be like, damn, this is a Black Ops 1 map. I miss this map. You had the BO1 weapons, you had the BO1 perks before everything got screwed over. And I would personally, and it would be amazing, because I hope that this new Zombies is just like Black Ops 1. Okay? it can have some crazy elements like BO3 and BO4 had, but I would love it to be like bare bones, like we don't know anything. I would love just a remastered version of Call of the Dead thrown into the Cold War graphics, because I feel like Cold War, like the graphics for that game is going to be beautiful. It would make it so much better. Tag fucked up because it was running on an old engine, and then also I guess you could say it was rushed, or I don't know. But either way, it wasn't on a game that it wasn't a game that everyone, I guess, like the majority hated. Just like I would adore that. Just imagine that, opening the mystery box, getting the HK-21, getting the RPK, getting the Commando, getting the Scavenger again in the new COD. Like that would be incredible. A remake, nah. I think Tag was the only way, like it was the only time they could ever make a remake good. But like I said, BO4 wasn't really like taken very well, so it was bad timing. But a remastered, oh my god, you can't screw over a remaster unless you change like a couple things, like that you shouldn't change. But that's it. I think a remaster in the new COD that's coming up, like this one only, not a future title, this one would be perfect automatically, because you have the BO1 weapons, the BO1 perks, maybe a new perk, I don't know, and the graphics would look amazing. The fog wouldn't look as garbage as it did in BO1. It wouldn't look so stale and very boring. It would be amazing. Sorry for glorifying, but it's true. To me, I think it's true. It should be true. I don't know, whatever.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you on that point. Again, like I'm a weirdo for all maps. I like all maps, and I can definitely see where you're going with Tag. I think Tag is the only way for a remake to work as well, to be honest. Like, again, for the ending and stuff, and just how BO4 functions and stuff, it was whatever at the end of the day. I think that's the only remake of Call of Duty we're ever going to have. But as a remaster, I wouldn't mind it coming back. Just as a remaster, pulling in the characters that we got on Call of Duty, high definition graphics, and this took place after BO1 as well. Black Ops Cold War does take place after BO1.
Exactly. So it's perfect. Like I know for a fact they could have missed the opportunity. It is Black Ops 1, right?
Yeah.
They could probably bring back Chino. Probably 5. Nah, people don't really like 5. Some people. I'm trying to love 5 now. Either way, I think we might be getting Dead Ops Arcade, which is pretty cool because we started with Dead Ops Arcade in Black Ops 1, and then now we're starting it again with the new Black Ops, just like set after, whatever. Definitely, this is a chance for them to remaster a map with the old weapons, because I know there's a lot of old weapons. There are new weapons in the new Cold War, but for sure, definitely the old BO1 weapons. It is perfect timing. It is definitely perfect timing.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that, so a remaster, I'm going to go out there and say I wouldn't mind it coming back in Call of Duty with the old BO1 weapons, the fucking Scavenger to come back, and the VR11 to come back.
Oh my god, yes.
So, yeah.
Tundra Gun who?
Tundra Gun who?
What, Wonder Waffle? I mean, that's not even the Wonder Waffle. I don't even know what it's called anymore.
The Wonder Waffle DG Sharpshooter.
The GG Sharpshooter is freaking trash can. The Wonder Trash Can, dude. I don't know how you could nerf the Wonder Waffle. Oh my god, the Wonder Waffle, whatever. So bad that it doesn't even kill zombies later in the round. It's just a little tiny shock weapon. It's like the electric cherry effect, but it doesn't kill the zombies.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. So Yuija, we have now reached the 30-minute mark, but we're on the last question anyway, so we don't
do it.
So the last question is,
what
would you give Call of Duty out of 10, and the reason why?
Man, I mean, from time to time, you start to grow opinions, and your views, your map changes. Like Moon, I don't like Moon, but it definitely got better over the years, because as a player you get better over the years, So, and back then I could see why my cousin hated it. I liked it, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I didn't like playing it because I sucked. But then I got better, and I kept playing, and I'm understanding, like, okay, this is a good map. This is a great map. It's not the best map. It's a great map. It's a very great map. I will put it at a 6. Maybe a 6.5, because it definitely is a good map if you give it a chance, and if you play it. To me, it's either a 6.5 or just a 6, and for that reason is because of the map. It's a snowy map. I love snowy maps. The Wonder Weapons, though VR11 is bad, I'm gonna put it as really great Wonder Weapons. George Romero, the celebrity cast, just the feeling it deserves a 6. I don't want to put it too high. I personally will put it at a 6 or a 6.5. So my final number, 6. It would be number 6.
Okay.
Okay, 6
Damn.
out of 10.
Okay. I'm gonna say my reason why first instead of the number because I'm gonna put it really high. My reason why for this number specifically is due to the fact that 1, I love the fucking celebrity cast. First map to ever introduce a celebrity cast. 2, the fact that it was the first map to add in a solo Easter egg. The VR11 had great potential. I still don't think it's the best wonder weapon, but it's out there, boys. It's out there. We're just waiting for that buff version. It's out there. The scavenger. Oh my fucking god. The scavenger is literal beauty, and just honestly the map as a whole, I like the atmosphere, I like the Easter egg, George Romero, celebrity cast, just all in all I think Call of the Dead is a good map, and honestly a great map, and that's why I'm going to give it a personal 8 out of 10. Honestly, I just really like Call of the Dead. I was originally thinking about getting it a 9 out of 10, but just with the most recent maps that we have now, like Ancient Evil, Guard Cove and stuff, there's just so many maps out there that I do like. And again, boys, if you know how I function, I like all the zombies maps, I don't hate any, but Call of the Dead just honestly is really, really stunning to me. I can get the fog and stuff, but that's not what I'm meaning by stunning. I'm meaning by the adventure with George Romero. Fucking the characters, the Easter egg helping our characters get out of there and shit. It was so goddamn cool. And then honestly, it was just, I don't know, man. It was just so fucking amazing with Call of the Dead and what they done with it. So honestly, big ups to Call of the Dead. I love it, and nothing's gonna change that. So yes, guys, that's the end of the video here. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell, obviously to the channel. I'll leave Yuija's link in the description below. Yuija, thank you for hopping on for this 9th episode of Zombies Replay. I know you weren't playing with me. I am sorry about that, but you know what?
No, it's fine. I mean, it was a great video. So
I've died 3 times already, so fuck it. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. The next episode we will be going over Shangri-La. I don't know when this will be released, this video, probably after the multiplayer reveals sometime, because I'm probably hyping it up due to reasons. But
I can't wait for that.
Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, boys. And goodbye!
Bye!